Alright guys, welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video. This is Ali Plays. And today we're going to be doing a guide on Scyl of the Drakes. I'm going to showcase her free-to-play champion for sure. So one of the best moves that player has ever made. Which is not that hard to do, man. They can literally do anything. And it can almost be like their best move. That's besides the point, guys. So Scyl of the Drakes, we're going to be doing a guide on her. We're going to go to skills, artifacts, masteries. We're going to showcase her. Primarily, I want to showcase her in Spider, but I do think that she's very helpful in a lot of areas in the game. And before we get started, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe as we make our way to 10,000 subscribers. And let's get started. Alright guys, so here's Scyl of the Drakes. So Scyl of the Drakes is a very interesting champion. She is a free-to-play champion. You get her during the new daily login reward. Kit is very nice. It helps a lot with progression. Her first ability is called Drake's Swiftness. Attacks when an enemy has a 20% chance of placing a decreased speed debuff. But if you actually book this out, 20% is very low. But if you book this out, you can actually get 40%, which is still relatively low, right? Decreased speed is actually very helpful if you want to use it for Spider's Den, if you want to use it for Fire Knight's Castle, areas like that. And also she has a 30%, if you max it out, 50% chance of decreasing the target's turn meter by 15%. So I do actually like this ability if you book it out. So I do think that this ability is not that good if it doesn't require any books, which is kind of unfortunate, which is one of my gripes with this champion is that she is free-to-play friendly, but she's not at the same time, because legendary skill books are very hard to come by. So here you are with a legendary champion, but at the end of the day, it's better to have the legendary champion than not having one. So you can't really complain. Eventually, you might be booking her. And congratulations, by the way, to all the people who just acquired their first legendary. So congratulations on that. She's actually a very good champion. But yeah, I do have some issues with the booking. Wing Beat Fury. So this is one of her best abilities, which makes her a very good crowd control champion. 3-turn cooldown if you book it. So I do think that the book is worth it for this ability, because this ability attacks all enemies 2 times. Each hit has a 20% chance of placing a stun. But if you actually book this ability out, it's going to be a 35% chance. So you have 2 chances of placing the stun, 35 and then 35 again. So I actually do think it's worth booking, as I said. But yeah, this ability is one of her best abilities. Her next ability is called Phoenix Wright. I think they're making, I don't know if you guys ever play the Ace Attorney games. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I don't know if they're referencing that or not. I don't know if they're fans of that, but yeah. Let's see. This ability revives the ally with 50% HP and places a 50% ally protection buff on them for 2 turns. So this revive is very nice, but it's on a very long cooldown if you're not booking it out again. Which is what I'm going to keep coming back to. She actually does need book. Boundless Life. So you actually do need to ascend her to activate this ability, which is going to be hard for a lot of players. New players, and like newer players I'm referring to. Because she requires a lot of, like legendary champions in general, require a lot of potions to get their 6-star ascension. So once you do that, you can heal all allies by 10% of their max HP at the start of each turn. So it's kind of like a Doom Priest, but except she doesn't cleanse. It's not that big, honestly, but it actually does help out over time, right? And then she also plays a 30% increased speed buff on a random ally for 2 turns, so that is random. So you don't know who's going to get that, but if you make her fast enough, you can actually have this increased speed on everybody on your team. So I do think that she is pretty easy to gear. Let's go to artifacts. I do think that she is pretty easy to gear. You can just run her at full speed. It's like kind of like how you build Apothecary. Just make her durable, pure speed. So in terms of damage, I know that people think that she can probably be damage dealer. She's defense-based, damage-based on defense. But her scaling doesn't really seem that high. And for newer players, free-to-play players, getting 100% crit rate, getting that crit damage up, and getting high defense, it might be hard to do. But I think it might be easier than attack champions. Just my opinion. But yeah, again, her scaling is not that good. I'd rather just build her as a support / crowd control. And that's the way that I built her. So I'm running pure speed sets. The substats that I'm looking for is speed, for sure. And we're looking for some accuracy, because you want her to get that stun to land, the decreased speed, and the turn meter manipulation. Of course, you're going to be looking for defense percentage along with that speed and HP percentage, just to make her more durable. For the primary, we went with the defense percentage gauntlet. We went with the primary defense percentage chest plate. And we went with the primary speed boots, for sure. For the accessories, let's look over those. We went for the defense primary. Try to get some defense percentage as the substats. For the amulet, we went with the defense primary. Now, if you want to build it as a DPS, that's your call. You can use a crit damage percentage amulet. And you can also run a crit damage percentage on the gauntlets. And whatever you do over here, make sure you guys get the accuracy on the substat right there. And then for the banner, for sure, we want the accuracy banner, and we try to get as much speed as we can from the substats. Let's take a look at the total stats. So 34,968 HP, 4,825 defense. That is way too too much defense, man. You don't need that much defense to get good results with this champion. 242 speed. Again, this champion really shines when the more turns that she gets, because she's passively healing your team and placing that increased speed on them every time. And by the way, she's also decreasing her cooldowns of her revive, as well as that AoE stun. So it is very nice. Crit rate 45%. Again, I'm not building her as DPS. Same with the crit damage. Resistance 108. It is actually a good idea to have some resistance, especially if you want to run her in arena. Accuracy 254. I mean 220 should be pretty good, depending on what level you're running. If you're running endgame dungeons, 220 should be okay. And if you're running lower levels of dungeons, you can go lower than that. Yeah, so those are the artifacts. Let's look at the mastery. So I am running her as a defense/support crowd control champion. So we went all the way down the defensive tree so we can get fearsome presence. So this increases the chance of placing a stun. So that's the most important thing, by 5%. So what is our stun at? 35%. We got that up to 40%. A 35% chance. So we actually brought that up to a 40% chance, which is very nice. And when we go back to the artifacts, I've heard some people saying that a stun set would work on her. I agree, but I think making her fast is the primary goal. Obviously, if you can get stun sets with very high speed substats, that would be ideal. But I think that speed is the way to go for sure. Yeah, we went all the way down to get this fearsome presence, and then we got through the support route. We went through a different route, so we went over here to make her heals bigger. We got Lore of Steel to make her even faster, because we're running a full speed set, and we got Spirit Haste, so increase speed by 8 for each dead ally, stacks up to 24. So this can actually come in handy if you're running her in dungeons and your team dies. She's going to increase her speed, get her turn, bring them back to life. I actually do want to ask my friend James. What does he think about Scyl of the Drakes? Habibi, my name is Ja-mez, not James. James is terrible name, brother. Trust me, brother. Ja-mez, Ja-mez, Ja-mez. You see him there? This is Ja-mez. Okay. Drake, this guy, very good robber, man. See, look, this picture here. You have hookah with him. Very good, you know he good. Okay, he good, my friend. I hear the people he not liking Ja-mez. Brother, I think you a little bit in the racing. It's not good, man. Change you thinking, man. It's not good you be in the racing. Okay, let's look at these moves here. This move, he's so good, my friend. He attack everybody 2 times. 2 times he's good. Like 1 time I give you 1 box, he's good, right? But this one she do 2 times everybody. Like you go box, everybody, my friend. It's very good move. And she have a chance. She make it stunk, my friend. This is very good. He smell like this is my shawarma shop. He stunk. But the stunk is very nice. See, the problem with Drakes, she not hitting very hard. But you know, she have it control the crowd, my friend. She stop Bieber. She stunk him. Right here, stun. Because if she hit very hard, she gonna be OB. Habibi, you know what OB? OB, she gonna be like right here, OB. Like this guy right here, this thick boy. He don't want it this. You think she only do it this? She also have it this move right here. This name, he not good. He say this one right here, I think is a bad word. I'm not gonna say this one, my friend. Somebody he die, she bring him back. This is very good, man. This is like magic. This is why she has magic affinity. Anyways, this champion, he free. Why you care? Take it. This free. Gah! Okay, I don't understand this guy. Like, he literally writes his name James, but he calls himself Ja-mez. Like, what? Like, okay, whatever, man. Not the craziest thing I've seen. All right, so this team is actually very strong, so we actually might lose. But I do actually really like how she performs. We'll try to see if she can actually stun the whole team here. Don't be surprised if we if we lose though, guys. See, that Foley's probably gonna put a block revive on somebody. Yeah, she's dead, man. She's dead. Okay, we're backing out. We can probably still win this, but we should back out. All right, let's kill Lord Shazar. Yeah, we're dead. We're dead. We can't even win this. All right, so we're going first. And let's see how many champions we can actually stun. So we got a 40% chance to stun per hit, right? So we got 3 champion. So that is actually pretty big in arena. If you can get her to go that fast, and yeah, just very, you guys know how it works. Like Trunda is such a beast because she does so much damage and she stuns, but she's basically without the damage. But still, crowd control is very good for arena. And that should be it for the fight. And that decreased turn meter is actually very nice, even for arena, on the basic attack. Alright, there we go. Okay, we'll do one more fight. We'll try to go find another speed team. There we go. This team is pretty strong. So this is going to be the last fight. Hopefully we got some freezes off. There we go. We're good. We're good. So she barely takes any damage, so that's very good because he's defense based. Let's see that. We got 3 stuns, so that's very nice. And the double hit is actually very good against Rotos. So there's that. And we want to kill Rotos, so we're actually going to go after Rotos with that triple hit from Gala. Boom, boom. That's a double hit, help me. Wow. Let's kill Venus. There we go. And yeah, topping off their health is actually very good in arena as well. We didn't decrease the turn meter there. I think it was like 50, right? Was it 50% chance? Alright, keep going after Lysandra, and then we're going to kill Foreman. And then I'm going to showcase her on a free-to-play Spiders Den team. Ooh. There we go, double stun. Stun's nice, man. It's on a relatively short cooldown, so if these fights go the distance, she's going to be very helpful for that. But when I first saw Syla the Drake, so saw her crit, I automatically thought she was going to be helpful in Spider's Den, so that's where we're going to test her out. I've actually did a free-to-play team with her. I don't know why I'm saying test her out. I'm going to showcase her. I did a free-to-play team. Time might be pretty long, but it's relatively safe. It's like very, very safe, actually, not relative. And I'm going to actually place it on 2x speed. So what team I'm running Apothecary as lead. I'm running Seeker here. You can actually run Gorgoreb or anybody that provides an increased attack for Ultimate Gallic. So we're doing the HP burn strat. Somebody that applies increased attack, so he's able to go and place his HP burn, right? And then these two are the ones stunning. So I'm pretty sure the Scyl of the Drakes can stun by herself, but I do like having the assurance of Balor there. So he's running a stun set. So that's going to be the team. But I'm pretty sure if you don't have a Balor with a stun set, you can probably take him out. You can also run Ultimate Gallic with a stun set. So you have 2 stunners right there. So this guy has HP burn and stun set. So it is very nice. We're going to go into this and we're going to throw it on auto right away. And let's see what happens, guys. Throw on auto. We're going to see how the AI reacts for a bit. So she's stunned almost everybody. So it seems like she doesn't need any help, but she is booked, right? And she actually has that tier 6 mastery, so she has a 40% chance of stunning everybody. But I would actually recommend bringing another stun set champion with her if you're not going to book her, right? So we're going to throw this on 2 times. All right, so you guys basically get the points, get the point of this video. So it's the HP burn strat. So we're going to skip straight to the end for the results. And I actually want to run this again. I actually want to take out Balor and throw in maybe an Armiger or something like that to keep the turn meter down for the main target, right? This is the queen. So that's what we're going to do now. All right, so here we go, 3 minutes, 25 seconds. She actually did pretty decent damage. She did 1.2 million without even like War Master procs or anything like that, because I'm not running with War Master. Balor did 1.4 mil, so that's that. And Ultimate Galaxy did 9.7 million. So we're going to run this back, as I said. We're going to take out Balor, and we're going to see what we can do with an Armiger in his slot. I said I was going to skip straight to the end, but I actually do want to showcase it a little bit. So Armiger actually does a very good job with this team. So she only missed three spiderlings without the stun. So that is very good. And then she's going to get her turn again. Let's see how Armiger... You guys are going to see Armiger's roll. So he's going to decrease the turn meter every time he attacks. There we go. So that's very handy. Especially since you got a lot of speed boosters. You have Apothecary, you have Seeker. You have the increased speed. There it is. And Armiger, yeah, he's going to die. But she's going to bring him back to life. There's like many ways to run this. You can even run an Affinity tank if you wanted to with her, and she can top them off. There we go. Oh, you didn't get the... You got the decreased turn meter. I guess the turn meter is very high right now. Or is this a visual bug? Yeah, so obviously it's much safer with another stunner. Oh, we're killing people now, man. And yeah, we're going to skip straight to the end now. All right, so here we are, 3 minutes, 51 seconds. So it did take longer. And there were more casualties, like Armiger kept dying and then she had to bring him back to life. But the good thing is she actually plays the ally protection. So I actually do like that she doesn't do too much damage on her AoE, because she wasn't killing the spiderlings. If she was very strong, she would actually kill the spiderlings. But she wasn't killing the spiderlings that much. So that was actually very good. She's very good for Spider's Den. She's going to help a lot of players out. She is magic affinity, so you might have some issues in Spider's 19. But I think you can probably do it if you manual it, because you don't need to auto Spider's 19, right? So the reason why I actually like her in this dungeon is because she can actually stun the ads, so that's actually going to help out a lot. And yeah, what we're going to do now, we're actually going to skip straight to the end. All right, so we actually have 0 casualties, so she's actually going to be very helpful. Kind of like how Molly Tank card was very helpful for crowd control. I mean, tanking and provoking, stuff like that. She's going to be very helpful as well. And I actually do see them synergizing very well together for people who want to progress. So she's a very good champion. Last thing we're actually going to check out, because I don't want to make this video too long. It's already long enough. We're going to check her out in campaign. I want to see how she can farm. I've actually never tested her out there, so this is going to be a first time for me. There she is, Scyl of the Drakes. Let's throw in this guy. And let's see how she performs here. So she can't kill anybody, but I think if you build a crit damage higher, I mean, I can't say she can't kill anybody. She doesn't wipe out the whole team. But it is pretty nice. It's pretty nice, man. She's doing a pretty good job. Yo, she's so fast that she goes twice. 21 seconds. So obviously, getting her that fast is going to be hard for newer players, but you can get her somewhere close to that. All right, so now we're going to review her. So we're going to go to her ratings. Campaign locations, she's going to be a 5 out of 5. So all across the boards for progression, this champion is going to be 5 out of 5 everywhere, even in arena. I do not like that she actually requires books, but what are you going to do, right? So what do you expect from Plarium, man? They're not going to throw you a bone, right? But I guess this is the closest you're going to get to something very good. Obviously, she's a very good champion, but yeah, I keep saying you need books. So Clan Boss, I actually think she's very good for progression in Clan Boss as well. Endgame, I don't think she is. She's going to throw off a lot of turn order because she randomly places increased speed to random targets when she takes turns. Arena defense, again, Spider's Den, she's a 5, man. She's going to help you so much in progression. Dragon's Lair, Minotaur's Labyrinth. So all across the board, we're going for 5. I don't know who was the last champion I actually did throw 5s on. I think it might have been Rotos. Did I do it for Rotos? I don't remember. So 5 all across the boards. Great crowd control champion. Defense and life, I guess that is good, but I'd rather go with defense and speed. And we're going to approve these ratings. All right, guys, so Scyl of the Drakes, definitely a great addition as a free-to-play, for free-to-play players. She's going to help a lot with progression, but if you actually want to use her in endgame dungeons, I do think that you do need books on her. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. You do need books on her. Do I advise actually using books on her? I would actually hold off unless you really need her in progression and she's your only legendary champion. Yeah, as you can see, she helps out. She can make free-to-play Spider's Den teams. And yeah, very good crowd control champion. So if you guys like the video, make sure you guys like the video. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.
I'm Tyrone. I need everybody to subscribe to the homie Ali Al Plays. And that's non-negotiable.